the biggest thing that Tom needs to take from all this is he has to remember that Dana White's a promoter. He's a fighter.
Mm.
Dana White has never fought in the cage before. So my mentor, once my mentor told me that, because I was pissed at Dana too.
What's up, everyone? Shak here, and you know who this is. He makes his final walk to the octagon this Saturday at UFC 323. A man with more C's than a Snoop Dogg music video. Triple C, Henry Cejudo. How are you, sir?
What's up, Shake? I'm doing good, man. Just cutting that weight, but just excited, man. Just excited for this to be the very last one. Excited for Saturday. Excited to eat. Not excited to cut that much weight, but it is what it is.
Is there a go-to stop in Vegas that you like to hit once the weight cut is done?
Yes, but I can't. Tacos el gordo.
Oh,
You know.
classic. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
Yeah. So it's so that's cool.
We're close. We're close. Speaking of excitement, how excited are you to poke the absolute heck out of Payton Talbott's eyes on Saturday? Because you know the referee's not going to stop you.
Dude, I tell you what, man, you say something and they're going to just fuck. I gotta be careful what I say, because then if it does happen somehow accidentally, that's 1 point. That's 1 point. So, but I hope, you know, with with that being said, that they could change those rules. Stop, dude. Then why have a referee then, dude?
Mm-hmm.
For what? For him just to warn everybody? Like automatically, like let's even talk Bilal Muhammad with Ian Gary. Dude,
Uh-huh.
Ian Gary poked that dude 3 times. What the fuck? And then nothing. Like, come on, man. Like, it should be an automatic rule, whether it's an
Agreed.
accident or whatever. You just cannot be here, and anybody's near their face. So that's my two
Agreed.
cents.
Agreed. Well, I see more officials and Dana and stuff talking about it, so I hope we're on the way to it. Is it true that you once tried to pass the King of Cringe gimmick handed down to Payton Talbot?
Did he mention that?
He did.
That'd be funny. Yeah, yeah. That's funny that he brought that up. Yeah. Well, I just feel like you know, he's a pretty for a little bit from what I do know, Payne. He's a pretty quiet dude, man. He
Mm-hmm.
loves doing extreme stuff and things like that. But obviously he's not like me, very outgoing. It's probably more of an introvert. But
Mm-hmm.
I've always told him to kind of build a character to be able to resonate with the people, whether you're hated or loved. And you're right. I try to give him that. I try to switch over that title.
Well, I think it's an honor.
He's got the hair, he's a little shag, he's got the dot. I'm like, fuck, all right. Maybe you should take over, dude.
I'm sure you've been asked this question a lot. I feel like we can maybe talk about it even more candidly after Saturday. But how is the eye doing right now, and how long did it take you to start to feel like, okay, I can fight
Yeah.
again?
My eye's better now. I'm scarred for life. Like if I see you in person, I could show you where the dot is through
Mm.
the little pinky now.
On Friday, ceremony
Yeah.
weigh-ins. I'll see you.
Yeah. So you'll be able to see like the damage.
Mm.
It's like nerve damage. So I was seeing double for like a few months. Like I had to call Dr. Davison, like, hey, Dr. Davison, this shit, like, you got to go to an eye specialist too. You cannot just go to a random doctor. Oh, yeah, he's cleared. Oh, yeah, we put the eye dots. Oh, he's good. Nothing happened. But when you go to a real eye specialist that has the technology, a big shout out to Dr. J. Aurora. Dr. J. Aurora. He's O'Malley's eye doctor too. And I didn't want to go there for that reason, but not really. But he's really good at what he does. So he was able to show me exactly what's causing the double vision, the actual nerve damage.
Mm.
So if a guy like Tom really wants to get that work in and really see what's going on with his eye, he needs to go to a specialist that has that technology to be able to show him what's causing like the double vision. So it's not that you can't see, it's just that you're seeing, four of many.
Mm. So how do we get to a place where you can fight again? Is it just time? Is there a
It's
certain like
just time,
rehab? Yeah.
bro. Yeah, it's just time.
Good.
That's all it is. It's just time. It's a concussion, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's what a real eye poke is, a fucking concussion.
Mm.
Like I went back to the wrestling room like a couple weeks later, and man, like I felt like I was in a boat. I mean, it didn't help
Mm.
too that the room was white. But you're just like here's like I had to like lay down because I was about to throw up. I'm like, dude, I'm still not there yet. This was 2 weeks after the fight.
Yeah.
Squinting, staying squinted. Even though I was doing the podcast with Kamaru, like for months, bro.
Mm.
Like if you go back and notice when I got poked, like you'll see me a lot of times just like this, because it's better to see from one than to see from both. You're normal here, but then you're seeing
Yeah,
so many over here. It's a trip, dude. But I'm also, can I say something too?
please.
I'm also thankful for these experiences, man, because maybe it's unfortunate the way that fight happened with me and Song, but we're able to give back, man. Hopefully, the eye poke from myself and
Tom.
with Tom that they're able to
Mm-hmm.
change these rules, man, and make the sport just cleaner.
I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad that you can look at it from that perspective. I think it's important. Do you think, I know you're not a doctor, so it's fine if you just want to skip, but like, do you think Tom fights again based on what you're hearing?
Yeah, but the biggest thing that Tom needs to take from all this is he has to remember that Dana White's a promoter. He's a fighter.
Mm,
Dana White has never fought in the cage before. So my mentor, once my mentor told me that, because I was pissed at Dana too. You know what I'm
oh, I
saying?
see
I
what you're
freaking
saying. Yeah.
I beat Marlon Moraes dude with the torn labrum, dude. It happened in the fight. Fought with the sprained ankle. But when it comes to your eye, it's just different. So I don't think you would be able to ever take anything personal because you're an employee under the boss.
Well,
So don't fight with him, bro. Like it is what it is. Dana, and that's probably what makes Dana a good promoter. Is he's gonna say what he feels, and the more importantly, honestly, I kind of appreciate it. The fact that
the,
he don't give a fuck either.
it's
You
box
know?
office, man. Well, I meant more about his actual like medical health, but I mean that's a fair stance to take too. So I appreciate your honesty. Um, Looking back, since you're in such a half glass full mood, looking back on this second run after the first retirement, how do you feel about it? Because I feel like it's been a little disrespected. Obviously, the fights didn't go your way, but I mean, to come off a 3-year retirement and take the champ to a split decision, to fight Marab, seeing what he's become, and then the Song Yadong fight, like, it is what it
Yeah,
is. But
yeah,
how do you contend with it?
yeah. I mean, I don't like it, but it is what it is. I'm able to move on.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the true diehards know that. But it's also what I've been able to accomplish in combat sports. Even Shaq, check this out. Even if I was to lose 100 bouts consecutively, like what I've been able to accomplish and how I did it, it is special to me because that's between me and myself. I can care two I can care. I beat, even getting into the title fights, like, dude, I beat 3 Hall of Famers, bro, to be able to win the belts and conquer the belts from 3 out of the 4 guys. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think people got to consider that. Now, if you guys want to go the whole, who's the greatest champ? Okay, look at the opposition that everybody has fought. You know what I'm saying? So I'm content and I'm happy with my career and I'm ready to fight Saturday night and I'm ready to move on too.
Good.
But one of the biggest things that I do want to do is I do want to help out other legends that don't understand sales, branding, teaching them a little bit of how they can use their brand to be able to make money, teaching them how
Good.
to build relationships and things like that. Because I feel like I've been able to do that very well to where I feel happy saying goodbye to the sport, knowing that this is what I've learned when I did retire 3 years ago or
Mm-hmm.
5 years ago. We got Pantoja over there.
Oh, definitely. Run into all the champs. There.
Yeah, they're all
I'm
here.
happy to hear that because I mean, not enough of these fighters have. Is Pantoja going to hit that rear naked choke on Saturday?
He was funny that you just mentioned that he was doing that on Captain right now.
Hey.
You know,
I'm glad you mentioned the retirement thing because I feel like the fight game isn't kind to a
yeah,
lot of our legends. I'd love to see that change. Last thing on your retirement as we begin to wrap things up here, I am curious, like heading into this fight week, what are the feelings like compared to when you were heading into your first retirement?
um, I think I feel more gratitude now, more than
Mm,
anything. It's more of a kind of like of a thank you, knowing how much of these training partners, coaches, what the time that they sacrifice for you, because typically when you're just fine, it's just tunnel vision. But knowing that it's my last fight, I'm just very grateful, man, and kind of emotional. I think these last couple of weeks for me, like, because one of my coaches is also saying goodbye to the sport, Centeno DeFranco. He's been with me since we started winning, and he's saying goodbye to the sport too. So we're kind of like both like in that same boat, and it's pretty cool to say that, to have your coach with you. That's he's like, all right, man, I'm calling it quits, man. Like this was a great run. So it's a double whammy for both of us, and it's you forget how much time people give away from their family, dude, to be with you, and
Mm.
I think to me that's just fucking special, man.
And that's actually the note I want to end on. So before we do, I do have my typical mix of random bullshit here. Who has the better bark, Yoel Romero or Jean Silva?
It's got to be Yoel Romero because he's done so much more, dude. You know what I'm saying? That he's like, "Arr, arr, arr."
It's
Like
like
he's on
foaming
the
at the
camera,
mouth.
dude. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he's,
um, Someone needs to tell Rampage Jackson that he has to let people know when he's streaming, right?
oh yeah, he just be scaring people. Oh,
Just, I mean, you can't be walking around conventions just with your camera out all the time. People got to know if you're live or not. Crazy. Last thing for you here. You kind of teed it up, and I feel like if I were to ask you the number one reason you are retiring now, it probably has something to do with this. What's the one activity or thing you're looking forward to doing most with your kids that the fight game right now maybe isn't leaving enough room for?
um, just being physically capable to play with them.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Like my job as a father is to play with them, to create athletes, them not knowing through me playing with them. Say, oh, can you get up? Take them down. They get back up, like physically, and also building that relationship with them. So a lot of what I do plan on doing is I want to create children's books, inspiring like the next, like telling real stories with real fighters where they become the authors. But obviously, we got to dummy it down. We got to dummy it down for 6 to 9 year olds to be able to show them like adversity and size doesn't matter. Look at Triple C; he's 5'4". The stuff that he's been able to do. So you're able to tell that story to a lot of youth, so they don't become insecure. And I've never been an insecure person, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like there's a lot of that going on in this world, and I would love to find a way to give back in that sense through telling people stories of what happened A, B, and C, and with the message behind it.
Bro, advocating for fight safety, helping out retired fighters, children's book. I'm glad to
Really?
see that just because the
And get
UFC
all that,
career.
Shaquille. And
Yeah.
Shaquille, get all that. And I still get fucking booed. Can you explain that to me?
Well, sometimes you don't know what you got until it's gone, right, Henry?
Yeah, I think I'll be missed. Mike Tyson used to tell me all the time. He's like, these motherfuckers used to hate me. And then all of a sudden, time went by and they all loved me.
It's not a bad Mike Tyson. Henry, I gotta say, I'm gonna miss doing these as frequently as I have, but I hope it's not the last one. Ahead of UFC 323, your final walk against Payton Talbott, if there's anything you want to tell your fans, the floor is yours, my friend.
No, guys, I appreciate it. I think I appreciate the support. I appreciate the emotional involvement, which has always been my key to get people emotionally involved. And I've done a great job at it. And continue the boost. Help people out, man. Like be involved with the sport. Tell people about the sport, and go out there. And when things like that happen, eye poke and things like that, like you guys are also ambassadors as well. Let's make a difference, man.